Kid Brewer Stadium in beautiful Boone, North Carolina. The Sun Belt opener as the conference race commences with this one. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's Sellers to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he bangs his way into the end zone. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Sellers. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offense...
Maybe some room here. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. On first down, here comes this offense. To the ground, he's got it again. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And he barrels.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Finds a tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Sellers. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect play to wrap up the first quarter. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Sellers on the play action. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Man, it's... And now this offense will take the field again. motion from the wide receiver. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here's Sellers to throw. It's complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Got the back over the middle. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing, Sellers. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the back. It's caught. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Offense in an empty set. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws it deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The quick out. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They'll move the wide receiver. He leaves it with his back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. He's got trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Caught. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He is in. They go to the ground. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Might have a chance. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Snap to the back. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. From the gun, the running back has it. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Makes the catch. It's Pope. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Handoff to the single running back. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Headed into the final period, both of these backs have been strong so far and looking to be able to finish. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the to throw on first down off the play fake. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give, a tick, 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 tick. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's sharp. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Turning it on. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. To navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They'll go back to the ground. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. First snap in the red zone on this drive. Motion from the wideout. Play fake, Sellers. Moving away from pressure. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. Play is stopped for just a second as they tend to the injured Mountaineer. So now it's 2nd and long. Makes the catch, and he's flying the friendly skies. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Max going for the goal line. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's sharp. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Sellers. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for them.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Rifles it down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. Trying to get it to the marker. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No
Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the Hornets. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Hornets offense will go on the attack first. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, you're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
They'll go right back to him. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming.
With the catch, it's Boston. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Hornets can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes down the right side. Inside the 30.
It is so awesome, Palmer, to see the best athletes on the field with the ball in their hands. The defensive lineman, baby, scooping up the fumble, trying to get it to the house. He might have ran out of gas a little bit of steam lost, and he gets caught. But what a play by the big D line.
Look at the big fella rumbling and stumbling and bumbling down the field. I'll tell you what, it wouldn't shock me if that guy at some point played running back earlier in his life, maybe when he was 8 years old. But hey, give the guy credit. He completely flips the field. Not only recovers the fumble, but now sets his offense up in great field position.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give on the inside. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in for a touchdown. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Hornets will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it on the counter. Picks up the first down. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Hornets look to keep this drive humming. Off-play action on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Sellers looking to the big tight end, and they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one, but later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field. Make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At midfield, he's got room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Might as well give it to him again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Sellers to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down. Quarterback keeps it. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Hornets moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Hornets line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll go back to work on offense. He'll take it himself. Got enough for the first. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to impose their will with the run. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Sellers. Sends it downfield. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
Looking to throw it, Sellers. This time it's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He stopped short of the 1st down marker, but there is a flag, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. On the move. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Fires to the tight end. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. Sellers on the play action. Looking for an open area to his left. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the 1st half for the home team.
Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. Runs through a man. He might have space. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Finds his man. It's Gibson. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And they're not on the same page there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He'll take a shot. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Hornets will line up to punt it away. They call it a coffin quarter kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have two left to work with before the half. From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. Sellers. The throw with the catch. It's Pope. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Got it in the middle. It's Pope. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Finds his man down the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. To the air on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Goes high to pull it in. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Play fake, Sellers. Bringing the heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it from the gun. Got a little press. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Sellers to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. Oh, he's getting ahead of State. He's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hornets offense ready to go on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. They'll need about 6 here on second down from the 20. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. Knocked off his feet.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. And the Hornets will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Secures it at the 30. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Hand off from the shotgun. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Throwing, Sellers. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Out of the gun, the running back has it. There's a crease. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Makes a grab over the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Working the middle, it's complete. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two They rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Unloads quickly. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sellers. Got it in the middle. It's Pope. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. To the ground with the back. Finding some room. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. He'll try it again. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No return coming here, fair catch. Now this offense is back on the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sharp. Brings into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage offensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. On the ground with the counter. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. It's incomplete, and the... Just about to turn the corner into the back half of the season here on EA Sports College Football. It is Week 7. It's the James Madison Dukes. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Sellers to throw. Working that left side now. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They go play action with Sellers. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And you wondered in this second. Were they going to play with more emotion? They're the better team. They looked like they were dragging a little bit. They weren't playing as good as we're accustomed to seeing. But what happens, man? The underdog here in the second half, setting the tone again, getting to the quarterback again, making life hard for this offense.
Hauls it in at the 40. He was working his way up. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Sellers. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Keeps it on the bootleg. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sellers on the play action. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Line gets set, 1st down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Sellers. Floating away. Lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Gets rid of it. Snags it over the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate.
Caught, and he's got room. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
I tell you, as a play caller in this offense, when you have all this speed, sometimes you just look at your play sheet and pick a play because you know it's going to work. Big play before, now you got another big one lining you up here, 1st and goal.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this...
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Sellers to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pope. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. From the gun. Give on the inside. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air, it's Sellers. Rushes on him. Soft spot in the middle. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Throwing, Sellers. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Trying to set the tone with the run. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season.
And the quarterback runs out of time and down. Was at the 38.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up, because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And the punt will hit. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Sellers. Catch in the middle, it's Pope. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Sellers. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Play fake, Sellers. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The hand to the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Back has it. Just plowing ahead. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here's the handoff. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. They go play action with Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Sellers on the play action. Quarterback now breaking the field. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's Sellers to throw. Looking to the big tight end. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Finally. As the offense gets ready to run out the clock, take the play clock all the way down to a fraction of a second. Do not give the defense a single millisecond. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Offense set on 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand, and they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible, the defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. From the shotgun, the inside give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the option. Quarterback keep. Now the pitch. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. 4th down, Sellers. Snagged out of the air. And they get it. Great place to start for this offense. Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Taking it the other way. Defense make. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get